Look now, here's the latest version of the Kenworth K200 from Drake Collectibles. It comes delivered in an outer shipping carton and there's a label telling you which model is inside. Out we pull the model box and it's wrapped in soft paper. And when we take that off we see the Kenworth branded box. As you can see, there is some documentation included with the model, and there's a very nice Fleet Series certificate of authenticity. This is one of 450 made in the colours of Membrey's, and the certificate is signed by Craig Membrey. Also included is a card which reminds us of the Drake Collectibles app, and there's a brochure which we'll see shortly. The model comes in the usual expanded polystyrene trays and they are factory sealed, and it's also good to see that the packaging has been further improved. And if the giant hand crane ever gets its act together, we'll see how. And now you can see that there are plastic supports provided in the bottom of the tray. Also to come out with the model are a few bags containing parts and a tool. Also included is this nice reprint of a Kenworth brochure. There are no instructions with the model, but the assembly is fairly limited, and we start off with the door mirrors, and there's enough tightness that they stay in place. At the back is one of the enhancements to this model, and it's a towing hitch, and there's a pin we can put in, and there's also a pin if you want to install it for the bull bar at the front. Another nice touch on this version of the model is that you get a variety of signs that you can fit, but we won't use them as we're not running a trailer. This new version of the K200 has got more than 20 enhancements, and that includes a longer chassis with additional boxes and tanks. It is highly detailed and the tyres have a different tread pattern on the front and rear wheels. Another change is that there are extra roof lights, and there's also the roof spoiler. The aerials are soft rather than stiff poke your eye out wire. Another enhancement is the stone guard on the windscreen, and the level of detailing on the front is exceptional. The big bull bar is also impressive. Another very nice touch on the model is the Kenworth branded soft mud flaps. Looking to the side of the cab and the excellent high detail and graphics continues, and some of them are extremely small and sharp, and you can see this one family owned and operated since 1962, and you can see how small the writing is compared to a part of the giant hand crane. Also new is twin exhausts and air intakes, and it would have been nicer if they'd actually had holes in them. Behind the cab the chrome exhausts and air intakes look great, and there's also more detailed graphics on the back of the cab, even if you can only look at them properly by tilting it. Another highlight of the model is the variety of different textured surfaces, and at the back there's a nice light array with more mud flaps, and the new design of rear wheel looks great too. One of the best updates on the model is that you can now plug in the air lines so they don't flap about. Starting underneath, and the rear axles spin reasonably well, and at the front there is steering and it's of the notched variety. There's also sprung suspension on the front axle. Rolling the truck along is not quite so smooth. On the review model the second axle is not fully grounded, and the rear mud flaps are also scraping the road, so maybe it can also do a bit of road sweeping in its spare time. If we set the steering, it does a reasonable job of turning a corner. A nice feature is the positive action fifth wheel, and it has a nice spring clip. The cab doors can also be opened and they are an exceptionally good fit, and if we go inside the cab there's some springiness on the seats. If we now close the door fully, we can see how tight the fit is. Moving around to the front, and the big bull bar can be folded fully down, and that allows us to tilt forward the cab, which can stay tilted. And then we can see the engine, which is made up of different coloured components. This is another very highly detailed model from Drake Collectibles, and it looks great in Membrey's colours. It's also impressive that Drake Collectibles updated the existing tooling with so many changes. So if you want a very high quality model of Australian heavy haulage, then this one is excellent.